And welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. I want to showcase some of the Sale-A-Bration products today, starting with the Flight Airy Designer Series paper. This is really gorgeous paper, and it is free with a $60 purchase, but it's got so many different images in a beautiful, beautiful paper. Really nice small prints on the back, and I've seen lots of places where people have actually taken something like this one and cut the birds out. This one as well, like this one here, this one I've seen this one cut out a lot and then put on one of the circle dies. But I wanted to talk about how easy it is to create a card just using designer series paper, a stamp, and we're using the Hello from the Heartfelt Hellos Sale-A-Bration set, again free with a $60 purchase, and some cardstock. I've used the dies from the Wild Ferns dies to cut out the greeting, but you could cut that out just with your paper trimmer and then mat it in the same paper. So this one, the basic, the card base, and that is Fresh Freesia. This one is the Boho Blue, and then this one is the Bubble Bath. I kind of pulled the colors out of the cards, or out of the paper itself. But I wanted to show you just how simple it is to do this. And for this card, I've kind of stepped it up a little bit using the leaves and the fill-in from the Layering Leaves set, and then the punch from Layering Leaves in Garden Green. So I cut and store, as you can see, I cut and store my designer series paper. I cut it to 5 1/4 by 4 so that I can easily layer it on a North American card base, and it's ready to go. And that is a beautiful card all on its own. But when you cut it down to 5 1/4 by 4, you end up with a 4 by 1.5 piece left over. And that is perfect for layering up on a card, doing a banner that you can put a greeting over top of. So I do a lot of cards this way. If you need to make a lot of cards really quickly, this is super, super simple way to do it. And you don't need to, do any embellishments if you don't want to. You can add ribbon if you want, but there's a lot going on in the designer series paper. And quite often with this paper like this, I like to just let the paper speak for itself. It is gorgeous, gorgeous paper. And you can just let it go. You could dimensionalize this greeting up if you wanted to. I didn't find that necessary, but again, my ideas, my videos are kind of jumping off points for people to kind of design their own cards. So I'm going to put this across here because I don't want to put it down here and cut off, half a bird or both birds. So I'm just going to pop it up a little bit and just cover up one bird. So I'm just going to move it up to here like this, make sure I'm straight along the edge, and then pop it down like that. And I just have 2 of the leaves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put adhesive on the back of my greeting, and I've just flat mounted it to the mat. And then I'm just going to take my punch outs that I did and just stick them to the back like that, making sure I'm in far enough. And I need to come in just a little bit further. So I'm just going to have just a little bit sticking out on each side so that I can still put it on the card. And so I'm going to take the second one, do the same thing, just pop that in like that, make sure that it still goes on the card, and it does. At this point you can dimensionalize, or you can just add a little bit more adhesive, line that up in the middle like that, and pop it down. And there you have, this one I did with Highland Heather, but there you have a whole bunch of cards that you can do really quickly. And this would be fantastic if you wanted to do a set of, say, 6 or 10 or 12 cards to give to somebody as a present so that they can send out these gorgeous cards as well. But that is how you do it. Super simple, 5 1/4 by 4 designer series paper with the 1 1/2 by 4 kind of offcut used as the banner to pick out the greeting. So thank you so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.